I'm gonna go for it. One casualty should go quickly enough.
The pieces are all in place.
I honestly just want to get past the point of this stupid-ass chain. It's driving me up the wall.
The Akashic Records. And Harriet, what a perfect...
Y'all couldn't have just had like a stalactite...
Just think.
Oh, sorry, stalagmite.
Be
Ground.
reborn at last.
The middle of this summoning circle or whatever.
What's wrong?
Danger to
There's
it.
nothing to
Like,
fear.
this is dumb.
This isn't death.
It's so dumb.
It's a new beginning. You'll play host for something far greater. Its soul will keep yours company in that body.
Oh, we're doing more dual soul stuff. It keeps going poorly. Oh, they weren't there for when it went poorly in the other country, so... Fair enough.
And then what, Luther? If that's who you even are. What do you see when all of that...
And I guess Alia was a... or Alma?
Are you questioning a scientist?
Face hair lady was probably a forward, like an allusion.
If my life is the
call
cost of
forward to
helping
that.
save our people, or perhaps even the world, then you can have it. I'll give it gladly. But you seem to have something else in mind, so I think I'll choose to die for something far greater. My entire existence, the reason blood pumps through my veins, is so I can fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. And as the one who brought me here for that very purpose, you should know better, Luther.
Brought you here? But that can't be. I saw you. You were right.
That or he summoned his
You
sister.
were laying right here.
And it rewrote his memories? This is... going on anymore. Thank you! Yeah, that chain was fucking stupid.
Harriet, are you all right? Guardian, Sierra.
Imagine being the smith who had to take the order, like, you want how much chain?
How did you meddlers find...
And you gotta roll up here with a whole ass cart full of stupid
You
chain.
said it would be.
And then send someone up there to freaking hang it up.
So it was real.
I can't believe this. You find a way to be...
And that's if he did it while he was human. If he did it, like, in this Luther form, like
born to destroy my work?
you're not gonna ask the glowy red eye guy, like, what he's gonna do with this chain. Like, it'd be easier to hang it up since he can fly, but... He has Luther's memory.
Right. No one else but the Fallen would have said that.
That's right, yeah, we called him Luther the Fallen.
Fallen? Luther, the Fallen. Yes, it is I. The man who will...
Wasn't making any god.
The Akashic Records. And you Arx pissant, trying to
I always love a good pissant in there. Good vocab word. I remember this asshole. I got this.
Please be careful.
Alright, if it's just a boss fight, it shouldn't. Although I have died in the Luther fights before.
function substitution.
What I got here? I have some damage.
Emergency! Code! Q!
Initiating pseudo decay.
Alright, I believe we got his ass.
Completed!
In 30 seconds, and that was with a mag feeding in the middle of it. I love it. Didn't take out his... Okay, we got the experience for it. Cool. All 98 of them. We still got glowies.
This isn't over. As long as I have the ephemera, I can still do this.
Alright, next phase of the boss fight. Already just summon some dudes and leave. A Rappy doing a combat roll is a damn thing.
Ignore those things. He'll just keep conjuring new ones. Focus on stopping Luther.
Okay. Go stab your brother, please. Thank.
Wait, Harriet!
Luther. The Fallen, was it? If you're planning to use all that wisdom and power for your own selfish ends, instead of for the people of our land, then I will stop you. That is my duty, as the Queen of Quento, and as your sister!
Alright. As your girl outfit change. Stab your brother, please. Probably already did. Or he stabbed her to stop her. Nope. Stabbed. At least she's efficient. Stops faffing about, puts a sword in a guy.
You have been exceptional.
But now he can't tell us what's going on with her.
Even to me, without flinching. If you bear that determination proudly on your sleeve, you'll be able to purge the ephemera.
Luther! It's you!
He had blue eyes before, though. He doesn't have the blue now. It's all drained out.
I knew you would finally come back to your senses.
Yeah, you got like 12 seconds, but do what I can here.
You jest, Harriet. As if there's been a single moment in my entire life where I behaved like a sensible person.
At least he cops to it.
Oh, Luther, what possibly possessed you to do this?
Just really wanted a stupidly long chain.
When I stopped the Crimson Fellworm, I knew this might be a consequence.
Oh, he drew off the F factor. Or, no. B is the confirm button.
The ephemera. They consume your very
And he's
mind.
not built to absorb it like I
I'm
am.
sure Lutz
So.
discovered.
Built different.
If that had to be the
Never would have happened to me.
I hoped at least to help build a foundation for our country. For your rule.
Oh, well.
Harriet, you did the right thing. You held firm and brought judgment down on those who violated the ban and threw our land into chaos. Even your own flesh and blood.
Suck it, nerd.
Luther, please.
Just to pop into frame, I can't.
My ego certainly made a lot of trouble for you. Please, let me...
Imagine this being the last thing you see as you're dying.
One favor.
This giant-ass bird just staring
To
at
my
you.
sister. Stay by her side.
I love this. Oh, this stupid fuck.
My sister? That's rather a smug way to put it, wouldn't you say?
What are you talking about? Oh, this is old well, Luther we knew. Which Luther are you?
Please spare me the trifling questions. There's just
Oh, I forgot he had the eye thing too.
whatever
Okay. but in
versions
purple.
of me you know. They are me.
Again, it's been a while.
Which is to say, the desire to protect that girl was something within me all along.
Okay.
I just so happened to be fed up with being stuck in Gemini, and with the profound darkness too. I have no
That's
qualms
right,
with lending
Gemini,
you my
yeah,
power. I won't play
And he was
teacher.
a weird inner.
Just use it well. Do that, and I imagine you'll glimpse the cruelty of reality, of that ancient despair.
I will say that the Dark Falls padded looking trench coat fit is so good. So good. Again, I'm just partial to the purple. Oh, we got a new form, probably. Cool. Please don't kill off Affin's sister to get a form from her. That would suck. Well, she never really transformed, though. So, not that I remember. So, there would be no reason. Just transition. Back to chicken. Reject modernity. Embrace the chicken.
Harriet, remember this. You are a real person.
So yeah,
I will!
she's gotta be a clone like Claris Craze was, but... Actually... I haven't seen Claris Craze the Third in a while. I haven't, like, seen them side by side, so I can't really compare their visuals. That's interesting.
Harriet?
What the fuck just happened?
alright.
What the fuck was up with that chain?
I won't cry. Tears have no place in royalty's eyes.
Okay, I mean, you do you. I'm not here to judge. I took 7 damage. Powerful. Let's learn about Luther.
I've confirmed the signal. It's definitely Luther the Fallen. Did the traces it left behind in this world take shape like they did with Elder?
Yes and no.
Okay, maybe
The
we're supposed to
presence
read
of
the
those
other
traces
cutscenes first.
influenced
Usually you can do the
Akashic
sub-stories
Records'
fine.
memories, causing this to materialize.
Okay.
Its
So there's a big old
abilities are
scar
just as you remember as
of
well.
red goo.
I can attest to its strength.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Though, as I recall, you had no trouble defeating this before.
I do kind of like how it's, like a freeze frame for these little cutscenes.
Here it comes!
Alright, let's do a Luther before Luther. Then there's probably a fight somewhere in the queue after this.
You actually had words with Luther? And he said he'd lend you his power?
Oh, he's got anything better to do?
Physically all right?
No, I looked at this weird ass chain and I don't know what's
Being
wrong with it.
hoping I'll wield my influence. She needn't worry. I'm content to keep quiet.
I really do notice his little ear decorations though.
My only
Choice.
interest is this place I'm currently occupying. I have no intention of getting involved in other trifling matters.
Okay.
So why don't you just act natural? It wouldn't help either of us if things suddenly got complicated.
Alright.
What's wrong? Your face has turned quite a strange color. Are you really all right?
Yep. We use a little less Luther.
Oh, really? We need to purify you right away. Clarissa! Clarissa!
Maybe you should find something a little less serious to tease Matoy about.
Shut up. I want to ask you.
So now you've got Luther's power in there too. But nothing about you looks different, statistically speaking. No increase in F factor.
It's the same as Elder. No urgent issues as far as we can tell. As for your abilities, we'll keep them under observation.
I don't think who the
But our
fourth
priority
form would
needs
be,
to
because
Omega.
we're probably going to get... Unless we absorb Aurora, but she... There's, like, the Gemini will probably be, like, a single form.
I know Luther sacrificed himself to drain the ephemera from the Crimson Fellworm.
If there's even a reason, because I think they're still at large, right?
I understand why you have your doubts, Matoy, but I promise it's true.
Don't get too hard about this.
The Luther from Omega had a bit of a sharp tongue, but he was a good brother at least, right?
Kinda.
Well, Omega is just a replay of the memories in the Akashic Records, after all. Maybe the Luther you met there was like the one we knew, back before we'd ever met him. The pre-Luther Luther, if you will.
Proto-Luther.
Well, I guess that would fit in with what Euclida once told us. Apparently, when she was apprentice, even her mind wasn't fully her own.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We know Luther wanted to control the Dark
That was her
Pulse's
form.
power,
I was trying to remember the name.
but maybe he was the one getting controlled instead. But there's no way we can actually confirm that. And even if we could, it wouldn't excuse what he's done.
But there's one thing that still bothers me. In those visions of Harriet's and Luther's past...
Harriet's death, yes? If Luther was involved in that, well, there must be a deep, dark secret hidden somewhere.
That's probably gonna be the point of this
Let's try asking
chapter.
Harriet more about it once she's had time to collect herself
Unless
more.
we're moving on to 4 already. Yeah, and there's still at least two other countries we haven't invaded yet, so that's the full chapter, I guess. Okay, fine. I don't know what that whole scene with the pool was all about, but whatever. Unless it was another one where I was supposed to, like, do the urgent quest and then come back, and maybe I did that one already? I don't know. Alright, connection's flickering again. Pause here for a second. Have a little sip. Wasn't too bad a flicker, but if it starts going again, I might call it there. If not, let's continue. Let's get the sub-story out of the way. Or not. That's starting to go again. We'll risk it for the sub-story.
Hey, you. Kick this fresh meat jackass out of here already. He's nothing but an eyesore.
Oh god, they're all going to be arguing in my head by the end of this, and it's going to be an enormous pain in the ass. I kind of love that, though. That's kind of hilarious.
Not too sharp, are you? This fresh meat is a photoner, and has been around since well before your own infancy.
Well.
And what, you think you're His Highness Luther just because you're old? You're dumber than your little twig-ass looks.
Got him.
Your voice wastes air like your mass wastes space. Just the sight of you makes me question every advance Arx has made.
Got him right back.
Yeah, there was this real fuck-up of an overseer who ran Arx right into the ground. Could be his fault. Am I wrong?
Ooh.
Oh, absolutely. I'll admit it. Your existence is my greatest failure as overseer.
I don't know, I think you're slipping there a little bit.
Torment me if I didn't make that quite clear.
Not nearly as good. I think we're about to give this one a get 'em all. Yeah, shut the hell up.
Oh, mind your own damn business and get lost.
You're in my body. Or brain or
What a
something.
delight
Fuck
watching
off.
you struggle to be consistent for even 10 seconds. So you no longer need their help. You're an extraordinary fool. You're practically too hideous to exist. I suppose it's no wonder Elder was so smitten with you as a vessel.
You sure like running that fancy mouth. Need a reminder as to why everybody calls you the Fallen? Take a swing at me and find out!
God, just kiss already.
Well, I agree that the time for talk is over. Clearly, you're utterly beyond hope.
Oh, we got lots of glowies, but they're blue glowies now. Again, just make out. Make out or get out. That's the ultimatum here.
Well, you may be a lost cause, but you're a rare find nonetheless.
And now we're in
Let's not
goofy piano mode.
disrespect our host. You may stay for now, I suppose.
How was that your call to make?
Uh-huh. Talk all you want, you little shit.
Alright, Get 'em Hold is now growing on me exponentially compared to earlier appearances. Let's get some echo. I guess we still haven't gotten to the wedding. I wonder if maybe they're gonna wrap the full episode on that side story. Wrap it all up in a cute little package. Goddamn butt plug armor.
Hey there. Thought I'd drop by.
Oh, you again? You don't talk about Chapter 4, or Episode 4. We don't talk about Episode 4. We don't talk about Episode 4. Why are you here?
Sierra rang for me, actually. I'm just here representing all of Earth. No big
Get to
deal.
the point.
I went ahead and gave Enga a rundown of what's happening with the Akashic Records, since it looks like it's affecting Earth, too.
Oh.
Sounds like that whole mess on Earth was pretty much halfway responsible for what's been going on.
Okay.
I mean, materializing an entire world is sorta a little beyond what happened to us, but it's not that far off from what Deus Eska did. Oh, things are hunky-dory down on Earth, by the way. Hitsugi and Al are doing fine.
I didn't ask.
Earthguide and Mother Core still have to play whack-a-mole with the odd phantasm.
I
but
completely
nothing
forgot
can
about
handle
Al.
together. And hey, when they bring out the really big guns, Arx has stepped in.
I know.
So we still have our
Keep going to
problems,
Tokyo.
but no problems. In a word, the whole peace on Earth thing is kind of working out for us now.
Cool. Never talk to me
And
again.
that geezer Eritron and the math nerd are off to the U.S. on business.
Oh yeah, I forgot he survived.
Seems they're trying to get a
Hammer Guy. I liked Hammer Guy. He was
weird
cool.
stuff they've been seeing in space.
Send Hammer Guy next time. You suck.
Crap. Speaking of the math nerd, looks like Ak wants to chat all of us.
Oh, and the canon lesbian survived too.
Nah.
Good times.
Listen up, Mr. 10% Casanova. When I call, you pick up in 2 rings.
Look, we can't talk if you blow out my eardrums. Just tell me what's up already.
Wait. Are you with the Oracle fleet? What are you doing all the way out there?
Expositing,
What do you think,
apparently.
I'm on some kind of space yoga retreat? They asked me to come. They got a situation here.
Oh, right. Well, listen. We've got a
Oh, don't
situation
tell me I'm gonna have to go back to Earth and do
full-on
Earth shit
200%
again.
capital S situation.
Okay. You might want to elaborate on that one.
You two couldn't communicate your way out of a paper bag. Perhaps I should explain.
You're here too, Gramps. Guess shit must have gotten pretty real after all.
Explain it already.
Excuse you, 10% Playboy. How come you start taking it seriously when he says it?
Why does she keep implying that he's like a man slut? I mean, he is,
To
but
lend me your ears.
who cares?
A black hole suddenly sprung up a little.
Oh,
too close
it's
to
bleeding
our
over.
solar system for comfort.
To their universe.
Now it's far enough away that we don't seem to have an immediate problem on our hands.
So I don't have to go and beat up Earth shit, but we gotta fix this in our universe.
Supernova could form with no warning.
That's not how supernova work. Or black holes.
Plus, according to our scientists, it's getting really huge, really fast. This is definitely not normal.
Yeah, well, that's true. But that's not how space works at all.
What's gonna happen if it keeps up this growth spurt?
You're gonna die.
What do you think happens with black holes? It'll gobble up everything. That's definitely curtains for Earth, let alone the entire galaxy.
We had a terrible run, it's fine.
Little support with the investigation from a few countries' governments. So, young Mr. Yasaka, you let us know right away if you learn anything valuable from our...
I guess we gotta tell him.
What are the odds that we'd both be up against suddenly appearing, rapidly expanding black holes? I guess if the Akashic Records hold memories of the entire universe, it makes sense that they'd affect different dimensions in the same way.
Cool, great. I'm glad we got to the
Feeling
point
more
on
and
that
more like
one.
I've got some skin in the game here. Guess I'd better go tell Hitsugi and Al what's up. If anything happens, let me know. Think of me like your point man for all things Earth.
I don't want to talk to you
Understood.
again.
Thanks, Enga.
Okay, Aurora's coming up. didn't think this crew would be back, but I do believe I asked when we started playing that, at least last week. Recently with this episode was like, or with this chapters of this. Wondering what was up with her because they didn't really like.
Pull yourself
finish
together,
the,
Aurora. What happened to you being a so-called goddess of beauty? Is this the way a goddess
Oh, she can
behaves?
sense Alma, probably.
Even goddesses can be affected by things such as this, you brute. Besides, I'm not the type of lady to cling to my past glory forever.
Well, what a wonderful improvement.
Oh.
What are you two doing? Something seems weird here, for lack of a better word.
Our ex-goddess here seems to have smelled something strange, hence this pretending to be a bloodhound. Any idea what it could be?
Oh no! I'm sure neither of us has any idea.
Aha! I was right! Something about you smells extremely fishy indeed.
Are you sure? I don't detect any emissions from them that would give off any strange odors.
Yeah, that's just beer sweats. Don't worry
You
about it.
might want to do a proper checkup then. I guarantee that something's amiss. My woman's intuition is spot on.
Oh, so this is just some intuition thing. Can you describe the feeling at all?
It was familiar, but in a scary way?
I guess goddesses have really sharp noses.
Give it a rest, Euclita. I'm just calling it like I sensed it.
Well, if you just sensed this, then what did you need to go sniffing around making a fool out of yourself for?
Look, it felt like it heightened my senses.
Wow! Aren't we blessed to have Odora, goddess of bouquet, gracing our ship with her presence?
All right,
I love
Euclita,
her.
now you've crossed the line. Also, that wasn't funny and no one laughed.
I kinda liked it. Yeah. Yes.
So what exactly do you think Aurora found so familiar, yet scary?
I don't know. The Dark Falls?
That's definitely plausible. But the Photoners would be familiar to Aurora, too.
Okay.
I guess Aurora herself is a being of photons, too. I'm sure she has some connection to that other world.
That certainly would be plot convenient. Drag even more things that we haven't really followed up on back in.
We have successfully routed Dark Falls Persona. Your assistance is greatly appreciated, ARCS operatives.
You're welcome. I did nothing.
Oh, hello.
Good day, mate. Matoy and I were just shooting the breeze. Come here, let's chat about the good old days.
Forgot about his terrible accent.
It's nice to have the three of us together again after so long.
Yes.
Hard to believe it's just been 3 years since our certification mission. With all that's happened, right?
Is it? I remember you two saving
Did
me
anyone
like
actually
it
say
was yesterday.
certification?
And then we got mixed
If it is like a dialect thing
And of
somewhere,
course,
I
I had my
apologize,
own
but I've
problems.
never heard that.
Those memories are
I've heard
very
advertisements,
special.
I've heard, there was
Can't
one they
believe I
mentioned on
got mixed up in
Trash
all this
Future.
when I only joined ARCS with the intention of finding UC. It's been a ride, I'll tell you that.
Well, anyway, alright.
But just think. First UC was at Dark Falls, then you, Matoy. And even you were getting close, mate.
Ah,
Kind of odd how
Technically,
I'm the
I am,
common
but-
thread here, ain't it? Think I jinxed you all?
yes, never talk to me again.
Don't talk like that often. And look, Euclida returned to us in one piece, right?
She sure did. Thanks to a certain someone.
What I do.
Yes. I
I
have you
think.
to thank for my safe return too.
I know. Teamwork.
Cut the modesty, mate. We owe you boatloads.
And give me
And
loads
believe
of
you
boats.
me, I
don't
aim to
know.
pay you back. I'll help you out full throttle with
time.
whatever you set your mind to. Still, mate,
Oh, I skipped
you
ahead a
sure
little
shot
bit.
up the ARCS ladder quick, considering we joined in the same batch. Just 2 clowns with our sights set high.
Well, get off your ass and get to
Crew,
work.
eh? The mighty Guardian and their friend, the dime a dozen operative.
Well, whatever titles they put on us, we're still the same people we've always been. and it doesn't change our memories together.
Despite everything, it's still you.
Oh, speaking of memories, you remember that time we all showed off our singing voices, don't you?
I do not. I do not want to.
Right. When Carlsrat hoodwinked us and we all crowded in together in a big group. You weren't even a proper Arxop yet back then, right, Matoy?
Not yet. It was right in the middle.
I honestly
of all
don't
the
know if they're making this up out of whole
examinations
cloth. I
and tests
do not remember this.
Now that was one of the funniest things I can remember in my time here. Seeing everyone all thronged together like that.
I do not remember this.
Right. And remember what a crooner Theodore turned out to be at singing? Ask him for a bar or two next time, mate.
I feel like they just made that up. Connection, gonna apologize. Yeah. Started to tank harder there for a minute. Keep to the subquest again. I think we might at least hit the 4-hour stream.
Ah, perfect timing. I was just about to call you.
Can we get this over with already?
I
I've got
love
a million
Sarah.
and one things to tend to in general affairs. What's so important that you need both guardians in here anyway?
Well, making a plan to save the world, essentially. Isn't that right?
Was that a new outfit for her, or did she have that last
Quick
time?
question first, Sarah.
Can
you tell me how many people are in this room?
Huh? Well, the two
Bitch, she can't
guardians,
see all
you and Sierra makes 4. What, is Kuna hiding out in here somewhere? Please tell me there's a point to all of this.
I don't think they've really explained Alma's orb either. I mean, she can already float, so I don't know why she would...
I guess not.
A seat.
Just wanted to see your smiling face.
What?
Oh, Sarah.
What you want about?
Glad to see you're still your adorable little self.
Don't be gross. And if you want to hide something, try to change the subject a little less blatantly. Well, it's just that...
I also don't quite get her murder maid look. It's good. It's weird.
Oh, it's fine. I guess you're just not ready to tell me yet. But I hope it happens sometime soon.
Level-headed as always, Sarah. You can tell we must be linked.
I'll take the compliment, but you can keep the comparison, thanks. But really, if you get these two in over their heads, you'll answer to me. You two had better not shirk on those regular medical checkups. Philia's pretty steamed you haven't been showing up. Right. Sorry.
Oh, so
Tell it to Philia, not me.
we're not even going...
See you around.
Not actually getting scanned. This has all been intuition that I've been okay with the Dark Falls thing the entire time. Well, that's sound advice. Can't have a problem if you're not diagnosed, right?
Sarah couldn't see you, even though she and Xiao are linked. Well, it's hard to say what exactly determines whether someone can see me.
What a convenient
Xiao
contrivance.
and Sierra can see me because they're basically derived straight from Xion. And so can the two of you.
Okay.
But I guess just being linked to Xiao wasn't enough to let Sarah see you.
I figured it would work because your bond with Xion was similar to my photon link with Sarah. But no dice.
Alright.
I guess you have some kind of stronger link than that. Some element of Xion must still be alive inside the two of you.
I mean, we did have that whole
must be
fight
the reason
basically
why
inside her,
Alma.
and she did ask me to kill her, so... I guess
Well,
that's
here's how I
it.
choose to
don't know.
look at it. Thanks to your connections to Xion, I get to talk with all 4 of you, right?
I guess.
We can worry about the ins and outs of it later. For now, I'm just grateful. I'd be much lonelier without the 4 of you to talk to.
Okay. I haven't added augments to anything in the longest time. I probably should. It might help my performance.
about tackling people out of the blue.
Oh, now I can make that
That
comparison
little lady
too.
just called Matoi predecessor, right? So I guess that makes her Claris Craze the Third?
Really, other than like the cat ear tie-in with
I've been
their
reading the records, so I
hair
have a general
or
idea
hair
of what
pieces,
happened.
it's like not that much
Pretty
similarity. But
interesting having the second and the third around at the same time, isn't it?
I guess.
Hey! That means all 3 generations of Claris Craze are gathered here right now! What an amazing moment! I wish we could take a picture.
Hey, Bonehead! What are you standing there muttering into space for?
I didn't miss being called Bonehead.
Come to think of it, I know my name's Alma, of course, and good old second is Matoi. But what about little third here? What's her name?
Her name? Whose name? Matoi? Ma'am, is everything okay?
Oh, it's just that Alma was... Wait, forget I said name.
That's gonna get out.
Alma? Wait, I know that name. She was your predecessor, right, my predecessor?
Oh, I'm a celebrity!
Congratulations.
You've really done your homework, haven't you, Clarice Craze?
Of course! Alma, the great first Claris Craze, followed by the illustrious Matoi.
Okay.
So, Bonehead, care to take a guess what my name is?
Either got a ma in it or a toy in it. Can have one?
Fair point. I can see why you'd question that. But, as a matter of fact, I do. Khasra actually dug it up just the other day while he was looking through some of Void's old files.
Okay.
And here it is. Ready? It's Iris.
Iris?
That's it?
Huh.
Uh-huh. It was written IRISS in the files, so we figure it's an ID number or something. But it's my name as far as I'm concerned.
So that's just a code. I don't know what it would stand for, but yeah.
Huey said it had a nice ring to it, too.
Congrats on
So
being...
whenever I end up passing on the title of Claris Craze, the two of you can just call me Iris. Not that I plan on doing that anytime soon.
I mean, Risk might be in a pulled from Clara's Craze, the Risk in the middle there, but
I take great pride
I don't know what the
in
I or
having
the S
inherited a
is.
title
Again.
that belonged to 2 fantastically inspiring warriors.
Okay.
Really? She's a very strong one, isn't she? I have a feeling she's going to do the Claris Craze name proud.
Good at blowing shit up, so fair enough. There's your photo up. I did not screenshot. Alrighty. Any sub stories you got tonight? I wanted to at least wrap those up before we called it.
You want to know what happened 40 years ago? I guess you're talking about our war with Elder.
A little bit.
I heard that you sealed away Elder back then. But how did you manage it?
I can try to explain it, but gosh, it's a real brain buster.
I forgot to mark down somewhere where we had to take that break, so
It's okay.
that's gonna be
I
fun to
bet I
find
can figure
later.
it out.
Got so much highlighting to catch up on.
Well, for starters, I had to squeeze the photons onto Various really tight. Like, shoom! That's how I formed the wall.
Love to squish photons. Okay?
The wall?
Then I got everyone to pitch in and lure Elder inside of the wall while we fought.
Okay.
Next, I gave the photons inside the wall a nice squeeze to squish him into place and locked it with multiple seals from the outside.
So you've squished him down into a tungsten cube.
Squeezed and squished?
But you know what? Now that I think about it, using Clarissa as the key might have been a mistake.
What?
Oh,
How?
but if I used my body or something as the key, Luther probably would have unlocked them all. So yeah, kind of a no-go.
That sounds like
Well, what's done is done, I guess. So no point in overthinking it. Wow, sorry. I really went off track there. Did that make any sense?
No.
I'm sorry.
At least for once the game agrees with me.
Didn't think so. Cassie was an expert at analyzing my ramblings, but even he was stumped by that one. But something tells me that's not what you wanted to ask about. Is it, Matoy?
Nope.
Don't hesitate to ask if there's something you'd like to know. If it's something I'd rather not answer, then I won't.
That should be standard policy for everyone.
Well, I was wondering about the promise you made with Regius 40 years ago.
A 40-year-old promise? With Reggie? Oh!
I think he brought it up at some point.
I wonder what it could have been.
But
You're really not a very good liar.
can't talk about
I
it?
can't talk about it.
Literally just said she's not going to talk about stuff she doesn't want to talk about, so let's not talk about it.
Of both? Don't you feel like telling someone else about a promise means it won't come true?
Not necessarily.
Why would I dunk my chances like that? I mean, this is a promise that Reggie and Mary are still working hard to keep.
Okay, cool.
It's not really super clear-cut. More of a vague agreement. Still not comfortable sharing it.
You didn't sign a contract.
Sorry, you two, but having a few secrets adds to a floating photon girl's sense of intrigue, you know.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's take a break. Find out who made that stupid change.
In the end, Harriet announced that her own brother, Luther, had broken the laws of Coento, and she had passed down his judgment herself.
I mean, kudos to for not lying about it.
Her explanation.
Honestly, that makes her
dry
sound more like a
details,
badass. Kill my own brother, I'll kill your ass if you mess with me.
tears. Stunned that she could so unflinchingly cut down her own flesh and blood, the people whispered a new name for their ruler. The Ice Queen.
Can't beat him? Scare
But
him.
Harriet paid that no mind, forging calmly ahead on the path she had decided, purging the world of ephemera.
Okay.
The elimination of ephemera. It was the most fitting deed she could imagine, to honor the memory of her brother.
Right.
But to those who remained by her side, the strain the Queen felt was as plain as day. No, I won't.
You must, my lady.
I said I will not.
It is not a question.
Kind of hard seeing Harriet as an Ice Queen right now, isn't it?
Varuna trying to get her to
Imagine
do.
what the people in those other countries would call her if they saw this. But you can really tell how taxed she feels, can't you?
I knew what was going on.
How can you expect me to sit around and do
Oh,
nothing
he's trying to get her to rest.
when the ephemera scourge
Alright,
still...
fine. That's fair.
You would not be doing nothing, my lady. It would be an official inspection.
Dress it up however you like, Varuna. But now's simply not the time.
Then let me speak plainly, Your Highness. Right now, nothing is more vital than you taking a
You just gotta take a little
rest and
siesta. It's fine. We'll go, a nice spa
plans to
day.
negotiate and sign, collections to arrange,
Get a nice mani-pedi.
storage sites to secure. There's no telling how many hurdles lie ahead. If you do not rest when the situation allows,
And with some monkeys at the hot
you'll
spring.
find yourself with no strength left.
Try to find
in
the damn matches so you can start the furnace and the sauna.
you. Not to mention, should anything threaten your health now, your brother's loss would be in vain.
Yeah.
That's awfully underhanded of you to bring Luther into it, Varuna.
Yeah, it is kind of a dick move.
A warrior must use every tool at their disposal. Isn't that
Don't
so?
drag me into this.
Which brings me to
I don't even get to
another
choose an
question,
answer.
lady.
Screw you.
Is there something you need to discuss with the Guardian?
How did you know that?
I mean, I'm here.
I would be remiss as your aide of so many years if I could not pick up on that much, my lady. Or on the fact that you are in dire need of some rest.
As am I. Rest is important.
If you say so, Guardian.
Self-care, damn it.
It'd just be a little downtime. You'll wake up face down on the floor at the rate you're going.
Or you might not wake up. You might just be face down on the floor.
Very well. I'll take some time for these official inspections, as Varuna puts it. But if I must go, then I insist the Guardian must accompany me. If we're so concerned about
Are we gonna inspect a beach episode? What's the deal?
Castrum Demonicas they've had to take down. If one
It's
of
been
us
so
rests,
long since we
so
heard the
does
term
other.
Demonica. I'm
Is
so
that
happy.
fair, Varuna?
Just ruined it.
Just so, my lady. Well, Guardian, I fear I must entrust Her Highness's safety to you once more. I ask, no, beg, that you do everything in your power to shield her from any
I
harm.
mean, that's kind of why I'm here.
Of course we'll defend her.
Thank you, but it isn't simply that. I ask that you stay by her side. With Master Luther gone, I fear you are the only person Lady Harriet can truly rely on.